Hello. Hello and good morning. So I am going to do a little bit of tarot reading for you, and I also am going to start doing something reading out of my astrology books. I figure I'm going to start doing each and every birthday, like based on today. So today's birthday, so like September 28th, I'm going to start with today. And then tomorrow I'll do, and then so on and so on and so on. You get the gist. And along with reading the books, I'm going to do a little reading with it. So let's get started. I want to call upon my spirit guides and my ancestor team to guide me as I read for the collective, for the highest good of all. Thank you. So it be. Let's see. No, I dropped that. I know I dropped that because I put my thumb in the way. Don't be like, no, that was a message already. No. It takes a little more than that sometimes. It does it? Usually I feel like it does. I just got to get a hang of holding my cards because it's early and the garbage man is driving my dog nuts. The squeaky, people's crappy brakes. She don't like the squeaky wheels. Shh. Alright, so based on the energy, already, we have the Three of Swords. Now, I know it looks kind of like, oh no, a heartbreak. But it's more of like, shh, shh. The swords represent your thoughts and your mind, right? So, this is speaking of something. Come here. No, enough. This is speaking about your, like something that's painful in your mind, something that you struggle with mentally. Shh. We have Temperance. So this is, hold on one second. Since we cannot behave ourselves when we are alone, I will have to hold you. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck. I've done shuffled it a gazillion times. We have the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is Angel Gabriel alchemizing the elements. You can see that they're stepping 1 foot in the water and then 1 foot outside the water. You can see that. And this is speaking about like stepping into your emotions, into the emotional pool, but also staying grounded. While you alchemize, you're trying to weigh out and figure out what is going on, how to handle your emotions, how to process your emotions, how to balance your emotions. And right here we have the High Priestess, which is all about things that are like hidden and had not yet been seen. They have the duality in here with the 2 pillars, and then the tapestry hanging behind her, which it signifies you can't see what's behind her. So you don't know what's coming up. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's out of these emotions, whatever this thing is that you're struggling with in your mind. And right here we have the 5 of Swords. Swords, once again, speaking about your thoughts. There's something in your thoughts that you're struggling with. And in this conflict, it's asking, like, who are you in this conflict? Are you the person wielding, like, majority of the swords? Have you won this conflict? Are you walking away from the conflict? Has the conflict defeated you? You know, those are the three situations that could be going on within. I feel like you have options. You have options around you that's going on, that's weighing on your mind heavily. And so you're weighing out these pros and these cons, which is why, like, you don't know what's going to happen out of it. You don't, but it's extremely emotional, which is why you're draped in the water. Here we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is it's like almost the end of this cycle. It's like waking up from a nightmare. It's because it's heavily, I mean, you got all these swords. All those swords are speaking about your thoughts. You have a lot going on in your mind, a lot of things that are weighing on you heavily in your mind. There's a lot of air and water energy in these cards, so this could also be resonating with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, because it's, you know, speaking about it's showing these two elements the most in this reading, so, you know, it could be resonating with these energies. Here we are, the end of this cycle of, like, the completion. I mean, like, the Ten of Wands, which is like taking action. You have to, it's like, that's right there. Like, what am I to do? Like, how am I to, like, come out of this? You have to take action. You have to go forth and with all your passion and do the damn thing. That's what keeps coming to mind. It's like just do it already. Do these things that you keep thinking about, that you keep wanting to do, that gives you all these emotions, and just do it. That's as simple as it is. Or you can just sit around and be in suffering all the time. Anywho, I hope that helps. I hope you had fun listening to that. I hope you resonated with that. Thank you for guiding me, and I want to disconnect. We are going to move on to September 28th. Hold on. Moved all the way to September. And September 28th, we're Libra, okay? This is Libra 1. So, like, you have different stages of each sign. So you have, like, the beginning of a sign, you have the middle, and then you have towards the end, which is like the transitioning of each zodiac. So this is Libra 1, and Libra is a cardinal air sign. The day of the heartbreakers. Okay, this is... Those born on September 28th are highly capable of winning and keeping the affections of those whom they desire. This does not necessarily mean that they are physically more beautiful than others, but rather that they have a kind of seductive charm which can melt a cold heart and send one's blood rushing. Sometimes they can be extremely exasperating and upsetting, but this again is part of their stimulative power. September 28 people display a talent for inflicting pain, which matches their ability to please, which they affect depends on the mood they are in, or sometimes on their occupation or primary interest. In all fairness to them, their scorecard usually shows that they suffer at least as much as those with whom they are involved. In this respect, they can appear disarmingly simple and human. Those born on this day often have many lovers over the years, at least in their younger days, and are rarely fully satisfied by any of them. Saying they are difficult to please is not exactly true, but rather that over the long haul they tend to bore easily and allow personal differences to get on their nerves. It is fortunate that they are not by nature calculating people, at least in terms of grand schemes, otherwise they would be quite deadly. Taken up with love, seduction, and sex, usually in that order, for their own sake, their motives are rarely underhanded, and although they could easily take advantage of others consciously or unconsciously, they rarely permit themselves to do so. Destruction can be an important theme in the lives of September 28th people, running the gamut from romantic heartbreaking to intellectual brain bashing to physical pounding. This again does not imply sadistic intent at all. It is simply that their role seems to be to break down the defenses of others, which they accomplish with a varied array of weapons. As irresistible forces, they may meet their match when they encounter immovable objects. But those born on this day are drawn towards challenges of all types and do not consider a struggle even worth their time unless enacted with a powerful adversary. Lovers of beauty as well as strength, they are helpless when confronted with highly sensual people, art, or natural phenomena. They might be said to worship beauty, but in this respect must beware of elevating their love object or even themselves to a godlike position. Although those born on this day do not sound as if they are at all suited to family life, they can make dependable family members. Loyal to the extreme, they will rarely, if ever, forsake a friend in need. Yet those who live with or are involved with them must understand their particular attractive powers as well as their weaknesses. Often September 28 people do not have a lot of willpower. In the face of their passions, they are like a leaf blown in the wind. Nonetheless, when they sin, it is usually with a full awareness of what they are doing. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 28th of this month are ruled by the number 1, by the sun. Those ruled by the number 1 are typically individual, highly opinionated, and eager to rise to the top. Because September 28th people tend to be romantic types, emphasized by Venus rulership of their astrological sign Libra, they must beware of being distracted from their life's purpose by their propensity to charm and seduce. The sun symbolizes strong creative energy and fire, which is best kept flowing steadily rather than allowed to sporadically flare out of control. Tarot. The first card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information, and magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, in others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician recognizes the cynical and unending nature of life and is empowered by the understanding the positive traits suggested by the first card included diplomatic skills and shrewdness, but negatively, lack of scruples and opportunist. The choice rests within the 28th person whether to exercise his or her seductive power with honesty, kindness, and restraint. Your health. Those born on September 28th want to look good. However, their passions may tend to undermine their health. Therefore, they should make an effort to keep their diet in bounds, which can be difficult for them because their craving for rich and aesthetically beautiful exotic dishes is strong. Drinking and smoking come all too naturally to many September 28th people, and these can cause great damage to their health over long run. Birth control methods of all types should be used with great care by September 28th women. Both sexes should be particularly careful about sexually transmitted diseases. At some point in your life, you will have to make hard decisions concerning your actions. Fight the impulse to procrastinate. Pain can be minimized by making choices early in life rather than later. Do periodic assessments of your progress. In your meditation, I don't even know how to say this word, Nietzsche was fond of saying that acts of love take place beyond good evil. Okay, so this is a person, I don't know, but it says this person was fond of saying that acts of love take place beyond good and evil. And that is your meditation. Your strengths: romantic, tasteful, and magnetic. Your weaknesses are destructive, complacent, and excessive. Oh, that was from The Secret Language of Birthdays. And I'm just going to show you the best relationships in love based on these books and what they say. So not like all the relationships, because they have like love, marriage, friendships, family, and work. I'm just going to do the love, because if not, it's a lot. Okay. It's the 28th, so this is the week of the perfectionist. And your best, zodiacs for love are going to be Taurus 3, Leo 1, Leo Virgo cusp, Virgo 1, Virgo Libra cusp, Libra 1, Libra Scorpio cusp, which is me. Oh my god. We're best in love. Don't play. And Capricorn 3. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for sitting with me and chilling. I'll probably be doing some more of these later. Have a good day.